Today is going to be a very interesting day, not only because we're in Vancouver, Canada, and it'll be a fun adventure, but we've got a new update to talk about, the power plant update. The event details are here for Pokemon Go, and we'll be going over the top couple tips on how to maximize the event, and what's going on during the event, and the big one, how to take advantage of your shadow Pokemon. Move thingy, which never happens, and it's happening now. This is very important to do. But for starters, number one, the date and time. This event is happening from Wednesday, January 19th at 10 o'clock a.m. until Tuesday, February 1st at 10 o'clock a.m. The final event of the first month of the year. Fingers crossed it's a good one. And to make this event pop even more, there's a brand new Pokemon coming out. The one, the only, Helioptile. Helioptile and Heliolisk will be coming to Pokemon Go as a part of this update because the power plant update, ground, electric, vibes. And it's honestly a fun Pokemon, and Helioptile is a cool one. The shiny is great. Unfortunately, no shiny for this, and it looks like Helioptile will only be acquirable from field research during this event, but we'll look into that. And speaking of Heliolisk, its evolution, in order to evolve a Helioptile to a Heliolisk, you need 50 candies and a Sunstone. Finally, we're seeing some utility with these evolution items. I just have so many of them that I don't want to transfer because I feel like one day they'll be useful. They're becoming useful. Now, Heliolisk, as a Pokemon, it's an electric and normal type with a max CP of 2,939 at level 40. About 3K, and its best moveset is Quick Attack Thunderbolt with a total DPS of 12.35. So it's garbage, it's trash, it's not good. It is definitely more of an aesthetic Pokemon. But that's a new Pokemon coming out, plenty more to talk about. But first, JT Gilly is gonna show us something. Yeah!
Buddy 0 to 5, dash 5.
So let's talk about wild spawns for the event. While checking out actually the wild spawns here in where are we? In Vancouver? The Science World. Actually, I've got a Spindic quest we're working on. Okay, so what are the wild spawns for this event? Let's check it out. Golduck spawn. Okay, interesting. In the wild for this event, we're gonna have electric and ground type Pokemon, obviously, like the likes of Magnemite, Grimer, Voltorb, Electabuzz, Porygon, Trubbish, and Helioptile's in the wild. I'm an idiot. Okay, and Helioptile as well. I thought it was just in field research, so it is in the wild. Helioptile as well. And if you're lucky, and I mean lucky, blessed by the Lucky Charms leprechaun himself, higher odds than winning the lottery, luckier than getting eaten alive by a shark, you just might find in the wild an Electrode or a Jolteon. Insane, insane. If we find that, that is the point with which we can retire, because that is the craziest thing we'll ever see in the wild. The spawns are okay, not crazy excited about it, but that's what's going on with the spawns. Now let's go over the next point, raids, and there's a little bit of complexity when it comes to the raids, so pay attention for this. Also, this is not a poop deck. Okay, speaking of poop decks, this is absurd. On the poop deck, or the not a poop deck, dude, a wild Salamence. Bro, what? This looks insane. Look how big this guy is. Oh my God. When's the last time you saw a wild Salamence? 1,733 CP? Bro, look how cool that thing looks. Wait, I kinda wanna stand like by. Dude, this looks absurd. Look at this massive wild Salamence and a wild, what is this? Whatever that evolution is, I don't really care. What a cool, wait, and a Delibird? Where are we right now? Okay, we have to Savage Season this wild Salamence, tie him out on the updated information. This is way more exciting than the spawns that we're getting for this update. 1,733 CP, wild Salamence, okay? I missed the excellent, it's fine, you know, it's fine. You know why? Because one shot, don't run. Oh no. Well, it was cool to see.
You're not gonna like this for the trade video, Gilly. I tried to Savage Season it and it ran.
I'm leaving.
Now, I kind of wish we had a raid to do while talking about the raids. I guess I could wait for something, but nothing really on the nearby. There is the new Genesect out right now, so I might want to take that out potentially at some point. Nah, F them. So raids for this event. In the 1-stars, we'll be seeing actually this Pokemon here, randomly enough. Because electric. Pikachu, Beldum, Shinx, Blitzel, and Clink. The 3-star raids are a little bit confusing. From Saturday, January 15th at 10 a.m. until Monday, January 24th at 10 a.m. There will be Scyther, Typhlosion, Mawile, and Druddigon, which is actually back in raids right now as we speak. All of those can be shiny except for Typhlosion. And then these 3-star raids from January 24th at 10 a.m. to February 1st at 10 a.m. will be Dugong, Piloswine, Monferno, and Druddigon. Druddigon, the only one that can be shiny out of those. Obviously, the 5-star raids will be Genesect with the, the Shock Drive. And then after that, it's gonna be Regice. I hate everything. Regice coming back from January 24th all the way until February 1st. Obviously can be shiny. Ay, ay, ay. Now remember, a little bit later on, we're gonna talk about which spawns are worth catching, which raids are worth catching, but first, well, I need to get some lunch, man. back at the apartment, and we've got more updates to talk about, and I'm gonna do a Genesect raid. As we take down this Genesect, this brand new shock drive Genesect that I don't care about personally just because, like, can't be shiny, like, Let's talk about the field research encounters. So out of the field research for this new update, you can get Pokemon like Magnemite, Voltorb, Electrike, Joltik, Helioptile as well. And if you're really lucky, and I mean really lucky, you might just find an Alolan Grimer, a Trubbish if you're blessed by the Greek gods themselves, and or any Emolga. That is the field research portion of the update, which is okay. I'm honestly not that excited about this event. The first event of the year was great. This one's honestly fine. Gives me more time to focus on my second channel. Shameless plug here. I've been playing a lot of like Web3, NFT, crypto type games and video games. One being like very Pokemon-like, and I'm addicted to it. I've been playing inside here like the entire time we've been here, and I'm uploading videos for that all on the Mystic 7 Plays channel. So I'll be a lot more active on that channel than this one, most likely, over the next couple of weeks, just because these updates are so bad and the raids are so bad. So if you want to watch some different kind of video games, again, Web3, kind of like the next generation of gaming sort of games, Mystic 7 Plays, link in the description. Check it out. I'm gonna catch this thing, unfortunately, against my will. And hey, yo, we got the next thing to talk about, which is the biggest part, the thing you're not gonna want to forget, absolutely not want to forget, absolutely not going to want to forget during this update. This is the biggest part of it, the most exciting part of it. Team Rocket and TMs. Okay, we're gonna kind of speed through this a little bit because it is 12:43 a.m. I need to be awake in about four and a half hours so I can drive to the airport. Now, for friends of mine that are watching globally, Canada happens to be one of the most strict countries in the world when it comes to COVID. And yet, we can't find in the entire city of Vancouver or the surrounding areas anywhere that can give us a PCR test so we can take a COVID test and get on our plane and go home. Doesn't make sense. Doesn't make sense. So we have to wake up extra early to go figure that out. And honestly, I might be stuck in Canada. So these videos have been great. Vancouver is gorgeous. Wouldn't be too mad about it, but we gotta get home. Regardless, let's get through this. Okay, point number 6, Team Go Rocket in Pokemon Go and the ability finally transfer off the moves. So from Monday, January 24th at 12 a.m. until we don't know when, until question marks, Team Go Rocket will be appearing more frequently in balloons and at Pokestops, which can be annoying if you don't like doing Team Rocket battles, but personally, more recently, actually after watching a lot of Brandon Ton videos, I've decided to do a lot more Team Rocket battles than I usually do. And that's because if you didn't know, Shadow Pokemon, if you can find decent IV Shadow Pokemon that are meta relevant, they are the best you can use in raid battles. They are so meta relevant, it's insane. So taking the extra time and doing the Team Go Rocket battles to get, you know, good Mamoswine and good Machamps and good Tyranitar, super worth it. And here's the big thing, you can TM Frustration off of Shadow Pokemon. The only way that a Shadow Pokemon that you catch becomes even remotely meta relevant is if you can TM Frustration off of that Pokemon and give it a good, decent, meta-relevant move. And the only way you can ever do that is if there is an exclusive event which allows you to TM Frustration off of Shadow Pokemon. This does not happen often. It is fairly rare. It's really only a handful of times a year, and it's happening this month in January, which is really, really good. So if you have Shadow Pokemon that are meta-relevant that you want to evolve and use in raid battles, in Team Go Rocket battles, in the Go Battle League, very, very powerful in the Go Battle League, this is a really, really important event. Don't miss out on this event because it really, really, especially, listen, if you're into doing raids, if you like doing PvP, if you like, you know, battling up against team leaders, if you do anything that's battle related, having good Shadow Pokemon is extremely important, and the ability to TM Frustration off of them is needed. So this is big! Also, number 7, Pokemon in the wild that you're gonna want to prioritize and catch during this update. Generally speaking, they all suck. There are certain Pokemon that the shiny is really, really rare and very, very cool to have that you might want to hunt, like shiny Electrike, shiny Magnemite, shiny Grimer, and shiny Trubbish. I understand Trubbish is not my best friend, but those Pokemon, their shinies are pretty rare, so cool ones to get if you want to flex. Also, Trubbish is 750 Stardust, non-weather boosted in the wild to catch. So if you find Trubbish and you want to farm Stardust, catch your Trubbish. I hate the freaking guy, but he's great for Stardust. And tip number 8, which Pokemon in raids should you be prioritizing if you want to either use your free raid passes or spend money on raid passes. So obviously Beldum is back in raids, and we talked about this in the previous update. Beldum is super duper meta relevant because Metagross is one of the most important, helpful, amazing Pokemon to have in raid battles, and even in PvP it's really, really good, and against team leaders it's just a great Pokemon to have all around. So if you're going to use your free raid pass on something, or if you want to spend some money on raid passes, you'll probably get your best return doing Beldum raids. Now I understand Beldum is kind of like, it's just like it's a 10-kilometer egg Pokemon. It spawns in the wild. It had a common day in the past. It might have one in the future, so don't go too crazy on it. But again, out of all the raid Pokemon, because they all kind of suck, this one's pretty good. Also, Druddigon is back in raids. It is a raid exclusive Pokemon, which means you can only get it from raiding it, and you can only get it shiny from raiding it as well. Although, it's not meta relevant. You don't need XLs for it. Its shiny is good, but like, it's freaking raid locked, man. Like that, you know, it's kind of a scam. So if you want to grind it. I'll definitely be doing as many of the Druddigon raids as I can, just because I want to get more shinies, and you know, it makes for good content. But you know, if you're looking to save money, you don't gotta raid it. And probably the most important Pokemon in the raids that you might want to prioritize, assuming you want to spend some money on raid passes or use your free raid passes, is actually Piloswine. And that's because Mamoswine is one of, again, just like Metagross, one of the most meta-relevant Pokemon. It is one of the best Ice-type attackers to use. Granted, you kind of want the Shadow Piloswine, so if you can get some Shadow Swinub and they're good IVs, you evolve them to Piloswine, you TM Frustration off, you're winning. But you could also do some Piloswine raids, hope you get good IVs out of those, or XL candies, and use that to get yourself a good team of Mamoswine in Pokemon Go, because Mamoswine, very meta relevant. And finally, for the badge progression, if you're looking to complete your electric or ground type platinum medals, there will be a lot of electric type and ground type Pokemon spawning, which will help complete those badges. And that is the Power Plant event in Pokemon Go. In my opinion, kind of a weak event, but Helioptile's here, some fun spawns. We'll see what we can do content-wise to keep it interesting. But again, I'm going to be putting a lot of time into my Mystic 7 Plays second channel throughout the rest of the month, because this update's kind of weak. Lot of really fun Web3 games, crypto games, NFT games, and then just general educational, strategic advice on the whole crypto, NFT, and Web3 gaming scene. So if you're interested in that, please check out the Mystic 7 Plays channel. I will most likely, if not definitely, be uploading more on that channel than on this channel. But we'll keep it fun, we'll keep it interesting, we'll keep the grind, and the videos coming here. Hope you enjoyed. Hope you enjoyed the event. Good luck with it, my friends, and we'll see you next time. Peace.